Morning, Jake. Obviously, if you were playing in a Currie Cup final tomorrow, this might not be the team you would choose. But could you just tell us what was the sort of overriding um, aim behind the selection for this weekend?
Yeah, Ken, I mean, obviously the couple of guys not available. So Dwayne and Trevor, you have to, I'm sure you're all aware, you have to give them 1 week off. All the players that were in the alignment camps need 1 week of the 6 where they're not available. So this is their week that they won't play. So that's obviously those two players. But my thinking with this team, Ken, is quite an athletic team. You know, I think it's a team that, as I said, got a lot of good athletes, a lot of good ball players in it. I'm hoping that the weather's going to be quite nice and dry. I know it's a bit rainy today in Pretoria, but I'm hoping that the sun comes out tomorrow because, as I said, I think it's a team that if we play the way we can actually keep the ball alive and we can actually attack quite nicely with this group because guy like Gerrit Steenkamp played number 8 at school, who's a prop now. Grobler's Johan Grobler's a good athlete. You got Mornay Smith, good athlete. 2 locks that are really good athletes, and then the loose forwards like Nazam Kart, number 8. So yeah, I mean I think it's a nice team for us to actually keep the ball alive and play that style of rugby.
Jake, can you hear me?
Yep.
I just want to find out. Obviously, you mentioned Trevor Nyakane and Dwayne Vermeulen. I just want to find out what's Dr. Herman's latest update on the following players: Geo Aplon and Travis Ishmael.
Yeah, they should be available. I would think. Obviously So I'll give you a little bit of background. They both got to go and see the specialists. I mean, they're ahead of what was initially felt was their time to return to play. But I think that what we feel is we'd like them to go and see the specialists and just make sure. So basically how it works is some of those injuries can go, Geo's, for argument's sake, could be a 6-7 month injury. He's now on 5 months and he's actually looking really good. So rather than risk it, we want to go and see the specialist. So, to answer your question, hopefully the specialist will give the go ahead and then within the next 2 to 3 weeks, both those players should be on the field.
Jake, obviously quite a bargain to have, firstly, a very versatile guy like James, in your kraal now as I speak, and a guy with vast Super Rugby experience. You must be quite excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I'd like to see him play with the backline we have as well. Chris Smith's a good attacking fly half. Cornell's obviously played really well for us this year. And you're right. I mean, it's not just, I think his age as well. He's 26. He's played around the world. He adds a little bit something different to our backline. Not taking away from what David Creel did for us last year. But I mean, again, we can't play every single week with David at fullback. I think we're quite excited to see what it's like to have James Verity and play at the back there. I mean, he's very dangerous, as I said earlier. We're like a lot of the athletes we've picked this week, and if he combines well with the athletes we play, like Cornell and Stravino and obviously Nazam Khan, those forwards that can run as well, then hopefully we'll get some exciting rugby.